All right, what's up, people? Sorry, we had a little technical difficulties. Oh boy, that's bad. Still got pretty technical difficulties going on here. Maybe. Oh boy, nope. Maybe that'll work. But anyway, a lot of stuff happened this weekend. A lot of stuff. It was in Wisconsin. They had the anarchy race. They had the pre-party. I don't know what they call the pre-party. They had 24 or 16 or something. I don't know. The there's a flashlight start up there. Brandon Mork running up there, and then they had the race the next night or the next day, and he took it home. Took home the cash. I think he's. I don't know how many times. That's not the same as COTS. I think it's the same concept, different race. But let me do this here. I'll show you my shirt here. West Texas. Uh, but he cleaned house, and there's a little video here. He will be at, I believe he'll be at 10-5 till I die. 2 weeks, 2 weeks from or week and a half from this weekend, or from 2 weekends from last weekend. But anyway, here's a video. This mofo's rolling now. I'm just telling you, y'all better watch out. I don't know if he's Jacob Fast, but Jacob Wright, Apollo, aka Apollo. Now he's Geronimo. But anyway, watch it. Boy, rolling now. The boy's rolling. Yeah, Murphy Jenkins. Yep, he beat. I don't know if they was the same car or not. I think they had a. I don't know. I'll let. Oh, Jacob get. Oh, we're already in that. We're already on that. Oh boy. Oh, but he was rolling, and where's his car at? Doo-doo-doo. A lot of stuff happened this weekend. You had Cody winning big tire. I think they ended up splitting big tire and with small tire, him and Rank. And actually, Sunday was his birthday, so you had Kendall winning the 28th in Kansas City area. On, I repeat, he was on 26s, 26 8.5s. I think I lit a fire under us. We're in last weekend, or maybe he just didn't have tires, and that's the only tires he had set up. But we'll have him on here in a little while. And then you had Daniel Burks winning the deal at Daniel Burks winning the deal at small tire at Little River this past weekend, and after his weekend that he had a rough one, and that paid out $6,500, I think, or something like that. After his weekend, he needed it. So you had no, you're not in, Brendan. If you're in, you would let me respond to him. He's not in. If you're in, you'll be in. You'll pop into my little screen here, but you're not in. And you had you had Cody and them winning big tire in small tire at Hinton. Big tire winner on smalls. You had Daniel winning that. You had Kendall winning, and you had Brandon. You had Brandon winning the up there at Anarchy. Oh boy. It says you're backstage. Let me try this. Let me try to send him another message. But like I said, a lot when what going on down this weekend. You had Jacob and Geronimo. This car here, people, dead sexy, even for Camaro. 5th-gen, beautiful car, and that mofo is fast. I'm not talking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get that one in too. Let me get that one in. You had oh boy. My message is going off here. Oh. Yeah. All right. We got some more pictures people are sending me, so we don't want to load that one. Oh, they were out there. Oh, no wonder they were fast. They were out there testing on the road they were racing on. Oh, I see now. I see. Oh, but here, I'll load these pictures right here. If I can find them now. Hopefully they're at the back. Nope. Got that one. You had the Black Widow winning in Mahalia on Big Tire. You had a Big Tire race out there. That car's nasty now. Beautiful and nasty. Oh, let's see if I can find it. There it is. Then there's pictures of Jacob's car. There it is in the day. But okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, I wasn't supposed to say they were testing. Anyway, Brandon, I don't know if Brandon mic won't work. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, Brandon, I don't know. That car right there. That car will be at Sallisaw. At Sallisaw. 10-5 till I die. And just in case y'all don't know who that guy is, he's street. He can't. Oh, never mind. Here he is. Here it is. Oh boy.
A little technical difficulty. I'm kind of retarded.
Oh, well, you weren't retarded enough to. Man, you were driving so fast, the guy filming couldn't even keep up with you.
Yeah, car was finally doing work. Fucking made some changes last couple of weeks, and pretty happy with where it's at. So finally able to give it a little bit of power.
Did you race the same car Friday night, or was it a different car?
Yeah, so Friday night I ended up in the finals with our buddy Mumfrey Jenkins too, with that badass little truck, and I got out on him, but in the burnout Friday night I grabbed third gear. Yeah, definitely full blown retarded. Wait till I see you, bitch. I went to do a burnout Friday night, and when I always click set or start my burnout in second, click third, and went into neutral, and I didn't get much of a burnout at all. And it was pour your own puddle, so I didn't think the car was going to take it, but you were one burnout, so it was what it was. I got out 2 or 3 cars on him by the 330, and when I grabbed high gear, it went right to the limiter. Right before the finish line, I thought to grab clean neutral just to see something was fucked, and sure as fuck, it got high gear. Well, because I'm retarded, when I put the trans back in last week, so stupid. I left 2 nuts up on the pan before the linkage, so the linkage was doing like one of these little it was just uneven, so it was enough to finish it and drink some beers and go out on the street and make some hits and make sure it was good for Saturday. So And then Saturday we were able to get it done. But yeah, the car ran so good we didn't even fucking pull a log Friday or Saturday. We just let the same tune-up in it and partied all night. I don't think like 6 or 7 of us stayed up all night Friday. None of us went to bed. Didn't even try to. So racing was a little rough on Saturday, but it was a good weekend, good time.
Is that that's did I have it correct? That's not the same race as COTS, or they're two different
No,
deals?
so there was the Trent who puts Anarchy on now was like a big part of COTS and was there from the beginning of it, but I don't know what the drama was there, but COTS went one way and Anarchy went another. So it's the same classes, same everything, same environment, same setup, just different. So and then I used to race because we've won. This is my third Anarchy win in a row. We used to race quarter mile though. You could take it off for me at the strip club in 2 Fridays, bitch.
Oh, wow.
So we used to race quarter mile, but that class kind of died because there's a few fast cars, mine being one of them on the big end. And so we went to 275 this year, which was fuck Codis, who's commenting on there, probably took us on a fucking hour and 10-minute cruise. Man, it was long as hell. So, and then once you get back from the cruise, you got to go right back to staging. You got 5 minutes to restart your car. You're not allowed to put a battery charger or anything on the car or anything like that. You get 30 minutes to add fuel, this and that. And then it was into round one. And then you're also not allowed to pass the lead vehicle. And on the cruise, apparently I passed the lead vehicle when we were leaving the track. So there was a bunch of people crying, texting Trent to kick me out of the race. So I may or may not have taken my shirt off in the driver's meeting and told everybody if they raised their hand, I was going to beat the fuck out of them. And that's how I got let back in the race because it was just bullshit. So I was just trying to get a picture taken of the car, no big deal. I had my shirt off in the car too. It was hot in there.
He says 45 minutes, 39.5 miles.
Yeah, felt like that's so unnecessary. The one car in it, he was on alcohol. He I think he said he was getting like 1.8 miles a gallon. He had someone in the passenger seat pumping alcohol in his tank from transfer tanks in the back seat to make the cruise. Yes, sir. So, yeah. Anytime, buddy.
Ray, I don't know if he's pinching or he might be biting them. I don't know. That guy, he kind of worries me from time to time.
Suck on him. Do whatever you want.
So the Friday night was more geared towards the street aspect
it's more
of
a street environment. They take the tree down. It's bring yourself staging in. It's off a flashlight. They got someone calling it at the 8th in case you're like Ryan and hanging them at the 8th and can't trip the beams. And so it's a badass environment. It was a fucking hell of a turnout. I think we ended up with 26 cars in there. There was only, to my knowledge, 18 locked in day of, and everyone got in last minute. And then they had a pretty cool class too. It was an 05 and newer, supposed to maintain factory transmission, CODIS. But my wife raced in that with, I believe, 16 cars, and she went to the semifinals. And I guess they called it by a license plate bracket after reviewing.
Is that the one where she? Is that the one where she did drive by on the guy or something?
She left a little soft, but she said she was on the scramble button in 50 feet. I don't know where the fuck she gets that from. So she drove the fuck out of it. It was the first time she's been back in the car, like with it, because we were also testing all 2 weeks for 1080 index for her. Because it was just a big field, it was a good payout, and that took years off my life trying to get a turbo car to, he knows he made the wrong call. It's okay. So, anyways, it was supposed to be a fucking factory transmission class now that we're on it, and the guy she raced had a 2-door CVS coupe, and he had a 4L80 in it, we found out. So, my take on that is if we're going to go factory transmission with an overdrive, I'll put a 400 in the bitch with an overdrive, right? It was factory somewhere. Yeah, so I think the rules are going to get changed and make that a little more fine print. But we offered to run them back for the pot in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully he'll take her up on that because she did really good. I honestly think that car was a little soft on the 60 foot because we haven't played with it too much. But she did really well. So I think that kind of a class will suit her really good. She's ready to start fucking hanging them out on the street too. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that girl that went live for me up there, she was saying something about she had turned lesbian for your wife or something. I don't know
Yeah,
what that was all
I
about.
heard that from quite a few girls, and whatever, they're all rocking her gear and fucking everything else. So it was cool though. She did good. So I mean, all in all, it was a badass event Friday night. I think she literally treated every single guy in there. She's amazing on a flashlight. She fucking a sandwich eater on a pro tree though. So we got to get her used to that. But she did good on a flashlight for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a badass
When's
event,
the
man.
next one up there? I might have to
So
try to make it up there.
it's August 22nd, and there was a little confrontation going into this race too with our boy Beater Bomb, because this race is usually you make a 40-mile cruise. It's about, last time we went from Milwaukee to the track, we were stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. It probably took us about an hour, maybe, if I wasn't mistaken. And same shit, right into the lanes. You get like 30 minutes to cool the car down or whatever you need to do, but you got to make the cruise. So because this was put on last minute with all the COVID bullshit and fucking looters and whatever the fuck else going on in this world, they put a charging cooling system in place. So about a week ago, I get a message from Mike, and he says, well, Beater Bomb wants to come play. I'm like, well, fuck yeah, let's do it. And he goes, well, he doesn't have an alternator. So I said, well, I'd love to race him, but there's a lot of slower cars in the class that are going to cry about it if he doesn't have an alternator, because normally how this race takes place, we'll meet somewhere, unload the cars out of the trailer, your pit crew can take the trailer to the track, and then you just go on the cruise in the car by yourself. So that was what I said. And then I started getting messages from Joey saying that I was crying and didn't want him in, was scared of him to come, everything else. So, and it's definitely not what happened. I mean, I can't wait to race Joey at a track. I mean, I'm fucking excited as fuck for 10-5 to die. So, but that's how it'll be. I don't know. I think he's figuring out, Mike, that he'll get a lot more people that actually come with charging and cooling systems than have to participate in the cruise. And I think that's why there was a 26 car show turnout compared to only 14 at Anarchy and 275, because pretty much the same exact thing. So I think the less there is a cruise, the better the results will be. And if you just put a charging and cooling system in place, but it's like I told Joey, I mean, why the fuck, how hard is it to put a fucking alternator and a belt on the car and come race? So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you got a cooling system,
that
then
just
shit,
adds
I
more
mean,
weight. That's just more weight that.
hey, my car's a heavy pig anyway, so it is what it is. Just got to turn it up. So.
Oh, well,
But yeah,
that thing was
it's a
freaking
badass
moving
race.
now.
Yeah, I honestly think if I wouldn't have had the front and rear wheel speed traction control on, it might have gone on the bumper at the 330. It was fucking.
Yeah, you did a big old power wheelie in that video that I showed. Well, I'll show it again. Here, I'll show it again for you. People, in case people missed it, here's Brandon.
Oh, I see it.
Fat, just rolling.
Yeah, she was moving, man. Fucking. It felt good. So, like I said, I loaded that tune-up in Thursday before I put the car in the trailer. I made one test hit Friday, and I never pulled the log or changed the tune Friday or Saturday. That was just it. I just knew it was enough, and she ran good, minus a little bit of linkage shit, but that's my own stupid ass fault. So, it's a DeSoma Racing small block Ford, a Dart Iron Eagle deal. It's like 434 cubic inches, I believe.
Single?
So, no, twin bullseyes. Yep. Those Batmo wheel deals. So it makes some steam. That was our tune-up for that was like, it was pretty mild, man. It was like 25 pounds in like 3.2 seconds all weekend. That's it. That's all it took. So I couldn't be more happy with it. We the biggest change was Pete Nichols hooked us up with a Hughes converter, and man, the motherfucker's never been so happy in its life. I've never had a converter that flashed. So it was so friendly to the tire that I don't know if I could make the motherfucker spin. So that was good shit.
So you will be at 10.5?
I will be. Rolly finally grew a pair of nuts and let me in. Fucking fucked
Oh.
his goats and his sheep and everything else, and here we are. So I'm pretty excited. I'll be down there. I'm hoping to be down there by like 7 in the morning, 10 in the morning on Mumphrey, I said you did. I said you came around me, I think, right at the end when I couldn't grab high gear by like a half a car, I think they called it by. So with no power in the back 330, motherfucker. So good, but it's pretty funny because he Buff's my boy, and like he's a very smart dude with computers. I think he's a computer engineer. So he's who I hit up when I have weird questions and Holly questions and stuff. So he came up to me and he wanted to split, and I was like, "Fuck you, I'm not splitting." So we ended up going, I think 45, 1,300. The pot was $5,900.
Yeah.
There was like 800 or 900 in sponsor money and then 200 buy-in. So luckily I split something with him because fucking, it was his day to win. So that little truck rides, man. I mean, it's fucking stock block, small cubic inch with a single on it, and I mean, he's been fucking cleaning house down in Tennessee. He's on prep tracks. He's been making people not do it. So I mean, he was just as consistent as I was, but when it all came down to it, I think there was a couple car gap in between us, couple cars there, but that motherfucker rides. So I think he's replacing head gaskets right now from that final tune-up. But,
Oh yeah.
he's a bad
He
dude.
was reeling you in, huh? Because
No, you're reeling nothing in. You're not reeling in this small block, big block. but he does good, man. He's consistent. I got no bad words to say about him. I mean, I know if the car did its thing, we would have been in the winner's circle both nights, but he did fuck me up. Can't take it away from him.
yeah.
So that's all there is to it.
All right.
But yeah, good
is
good event.
is that what you got going on next? 10-5, or you got something next this week?
So I think this week I'm trying to decide on going to Cash Days in St. Louis
Oh yeah.
on the street or going to Magnolia for a 32 car shootout in Ohio. So, but I think a couple local guys want to go to the St. Louis, so we might go try our luck on the street and see how this new converter does.
I got
Get
you.
away from the track from a weekend since we're going to be there the weekend after, right? I
Yeah.
actually thought 10-5 was on a street. I didn't even realize it was on a track. I thought it was like a rented street deal.
No, it's a track. It's a track, but it's outlaw, so it's not.
Usually when it says outlaw, that's you might as well just say shithole, right?
Yeah, I mean it's. I mean, it's not a prep track or anything, so it's close to a
Yeah.
street. It's close to a
Like
street,
like I-29 maybe.
something like that. Yeah, maybe not as good.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, that should be interesting because I know all the heavy hitters there have raced there before, so I'm gonna have to come swinging off the trailer, I guess.
Uh-oh, doo-doo surface.
I don't believe anything anyone tells me. I'm not turning it down. Fucking Rank said him and Cody are staying on a radial. It can't be that bad.
Oh well, them guys. I don't even think they have tunes for slicks. So
That's
I don't
all I
know.
ran all weekend. We never put a slick on it. We just stayed on the radial too. But it's not a horrible track. It's not a great track, but it's not a horrible track by any means.
Rolly said it's our shithole.
Okay.
And have your
I love bumpy. That means it's be a fun fucking ride for once. I hate that boring shit.
yeah. Just hope you got your rear end tight.
It is. Don't bring that evil on me, Richie Bobby. You motherfucker.
Whoops.
It's been a rough year, man, with that stupid shit. Like fucking the weekend after that, I blew a fucking I don't even know what cinch gear is. Leave me alone. I got a fuel line. I got a boost tube. I mean, it's just been the fucking linkage. I mean, shit, this year's fighting me. So I'm hoping we finally clicked one off and it just fucking works. Because goddamn,
Yeah.
getting sick of. I told her if she wasn't good to me, I wasn't gonna fuck her in the tailpipe, and I was covering her up for the year.
Well, do you want to name any sponsors or people help you out?
Yeah, I mean, definitely always a huge shout out to my boy Dave from Proformance. Like I said, Pete killed it with that converter, so very happy with my Hughes converter that he just put in. Soma Racing, Stapleton with Fast Forward Race Cars who helped plot the car and did all that stuff. And then my whole crew, 247 Motorsports, it's just nothing but love. So, and, Bill Devine's always taking care of us over at Bullseye. And, yeah, man, that's really it. Just teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Yes, sir.
So, but other than that, man, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. I'm excited to come down and hang out with everybody. And I'm still waiting on details, too. You guys got to let me know if there's some street action Friday night, I heard maybe. So I was going to try to get down there early in case.
I don't know what you're talking about. We wouldn't do nothing. We wouldn't do nothing like that.
All right. Leave me out. I get it. It's just like the fucking whole race. Gonna have to beg to get in that one too, I see.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
All right.
Not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus.
All right. Sounds good. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, man. I'm excited. Should be a good ass time. All right, man.
Have a good one.
Take care. You too, buddy.
Bye. Oh, Brandon. That guy. He likes to. Well, he's being from that New York area or that Chicago, Wisconsin area. I think if they're not fighting or racing, and we're doing the other word, they probably just don't do nothing. Maybe shovel snow. That's probably what they do. They shovel snow, and that's about it. Well, like I said, you had Black Widow winning. You had Cody and them winning. Big Tire. I think they split. And Cody, I don't know if it was on his birthday. I don't know if they finished on his birthday. If they finished, why would we have a street race the night before? I don't know. I'm not sure. You let me know about COTS there, Steven. I might try to come up there for that if I have enough time, or if you're still doing COTS. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. I messaged Cody. Kendall winning again. As I said, he was on 26s in the 28-inch class. Where's that picture at? Oh, that's not it. Where was that picture at? There it is. That guy, I don't know, is getting in the winner's circle. I wonder if it gets boring. You just keep winning. Did they split 3 ways on that deal? I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure how that worked. Uh-oh. But you also had a little action in Tulsaco, as I said. You had some hitters out there. You had my boy Roley lining people up. Oh, good shot right there. Dylan did right there. Of Uncle Bill's car. Buckwheat there. That car right there. Woo! That car was rolling now. He was rolling, and he was rolling. Here we go. Oh, what's going on? Birthday boy.
I know. I'm old. Still old.
So how does it feel to be a big tire winner? I mean, a big tire winner with smalls.
I feel good. Rank's in his feelings over there because we both went to the finals. And
did y'all just split, or did y'all?
We split in the finals. Rank decided to lose his parachute in the small tire, so I told him that I would. And then Kyle Buckmaster just went roundy round, and it was just getting sketched. So I said, let's, Rank don't have parachutes. I ain't putting my car down through it. We both agreed.
But you would have spacked his ass though, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I love doing that.
Yeah, that's why he didn't get mentioned.
Right.
We already know what happened.
Yeah. So when we had the we were fighting over the trophy and when they were taking pictures and so we were getting ready to go back and our cars are on the starting line. So I ran and jumped in my car and I got to the stripe first. So I counted that as a win anyway.
Oh yeah.
He would have lost.
Oh,
Cody
you
jumped.
sure?
We raced
Yeah.
to the trailers. Ask him who won.
I just raced the stripe. He raced the trailer.
We Baja through the parking lot.
So if the race would happen, who would have won?
I'm gonna say I would have won, but he's gonna say he would have won. So
I'm slow.
it's always close. So it's hard to say. I mean, the cars are really close. It depends if I can use
Can't
it.
you see your comments? But just drop his phone. Still good.
Rank's losing his shit. Rank just cracked his phone.
KO'd my phone. Look at it.
Oh
You
boy.
can't have nothing nice.
Dang.
I can't, it was first your car, now it's your phone.
So how many? Yeah, how many big tire guys?
There was 32.
32 cars. There was what
30.
3?
4, 5.
There was 4 big tire cars.
4 big tire.
Well, there was 2 big tires and then 2 drag radio cars in it. So
So y'all had
to take a
50,
big tire's ass, and I had to.
so both of y'all together had a big tire
Yeah, we were trying to be Ryan Mitchell was last weekend.
then.
He had a lot more tougher competition, though, in my opinion.
I've never been out there to Hinton. Is the shutdown kind of short?
It's not. I wouldn't say it's too short, but at the finish line, about 100 feet past the stripe, it kind of dips down. So if you're hitting the brake, on the shutdown, if you hit it on that dip, it'll unload the suspension, And then second round small tire, I was racing Jerry Cook, and we went to the finish line right at the same time, at the stripe. And he actually got me. It was a bumper to bumper race, and I was like, dang it, but I was excited for him because I know he's been, getting that car figured out, and it was actually doing really good. Well, I'm looking over, and I have the chute out already, and this chute came out just a little late. And I look over, and it looks like it unloads at the last second, hits that bump. Before I knew it, the ass, end starts washing out and coming over towards me a little bit. And he was trying his best to keep it on his side, and he did. But I'm trying to lock the brakes. I locked the front runners up. And then the last thing I know is he just shoots left, hits the ditch, and I'm looking out of my peripherals going, oh fuck, and then he's just rolling. All I see is, I counted maybe 3 or 4 maybe, and then I'm trying to stop, so I get out and run back over to him, and he's out of it, but he's dizzy, and he was all right, but he was really dizzy. I'm sure, as many times he rolled, but he was okay. It was just hitting that shutdown is. I think the cars are just the mile an hour everybody's trapping. It's just getting very dangerous there.
Yeah, it's couple years ago it was safe, but when you start losing shutdown because of mile per hour, that's kind of tricky.
Right, and it's more the suspension unload on that hump. Kyle had a ordeal with the same kind of deal. Luckily, he didn't get a scratch on him, but it can happen to anybody. I don't know if I like the race. I like the people there. I don't know if we'll be back with my car. I think daily driver 2 street stuff is more suitable, and truck stuff is for cars that are trapping X, not 130 plus or however fast some people trap. But that comes in fast, especially it's dark and there's Bill. He's got the little ones. Yeah, so it was a good weekend overall. It sucks for Jerry. I know he'll be back, and that was a big spill.
Yeah, we're all glad that he's all right. Cars can be replaced and stuff. And
yeah, a lot of people didn't know, but he built that car himself from the the ground up, and that cage did its job.
Yeah.
We went and looked. I don't know if y'all have seen the pictures or not, but we looked at the cage, and everything buckled around it besides the cage. It didn't even flinch.
Yeah. So what's next for you? Are you doing anything this week, or are you just gonna wait till 10-5?
I think Friday night is horsepower on the plains in Wichita. So I had Jagger's going to be 5 Saturday, so we're going to have a birthday. I'm going to drive back here to the OKC and do a birthday party, and I think they're doing something that night. So my plan is to drive back up there that night and do something there. But I'd like to still get the car dialed in on. We're still learning it. I switched motors about a month ago, so trying to get that dialed in. We're close. We're good. You know, I think that there's some things we need to work on, but we're close. And just, you know, it's always changing.
Yeah. Oh, we got to get faster.
Yeah, especially Joey's back out trying to come pick on all us again. So
Yeah. So you want to help name your sponsors? Or
yeah,
people helping out?
Yeah, Trick Turbo with Rick down there in Texas. Obviously, everybody knows. Most of them know who he is, and he does the turbo kit stuff. You got Hughes Performance. They jumped on the team with us here last year. They've been awesome support. You know, this year with anything. 405 Muffler here in OKC. Pimp Juice. They help us out with the juice and everything. Obviously 660 and you guys. True Street Productions over here, AJ. He always, you know, complex calibrations with Quentin. You know, that's what makes these cars work. And a lot of people don't know that Quentin does all the power managing behind the scenes. You'll see him out there getting 5C on the starting line. But
we were talking about that the other night. We were talking about what I need you to do is step the fuck away from the car.
Get the fuck away from
yeah, somebody's trying to tell him how to line up, or I think it was Kansas City or something, telling him how to. And you know, there might be some stuff that you know Quentin sees that other people. You know, you're not going to see something that we see. And you know, a lot of people think you just line them up on the rubber and that's how you're supposed to race. Well, there's a lot more to it than just that, or you know, or what he's crooked. Well, sometimes we line ourselves up crooked. Not every road drives you straight down the road, you know. So a lot of people don't understand. So I think they caught him on the wrong side of you want to be on with Quentin's that day.
I thought it was funny.
He'll let him have it. I trust him to make the call, and the guys behind, you know, we got Michael up there and Rank. If he's not racing me, then he's helping. Yeah. But Quentin, a lot of people don't realize. They see Quentin a lot, but he's the one that does the keyboard. I let, you know, since the beginning, since I've started really getting competitive, it's been, you know, me and him. So I give him the credit for. I got the easy job. He's got the hard job making the decision because he takes a lot of the blame for it afterwards. If we don't, you know, I tell him, like, hey, you know, I made the decision too. We're trying to come in on an agreement, and we don't always hit it. That's the difference between like a Ryan Mitchell and a, you know, Joey. They tune and race. Yeah, they can put their own tune up in and race, and you know, I think I can handle a lot, but you know, we've learned a lot together, and it's still for me comfortable with letting him do everything. Yeah.
Well, I want to keep you from your family time, so congrats on your win, and we'll be seeing you here pretty soon.
I appreciate it. Rank, I say,
no Rank.
Can you talk to Rank for a second here?
All right. Oh. Congrats on your split.
I'm not a winner. Cody's the winner.
You're gonna get him in his feelings over here.
Congrats on your split.
Why is it so quiet?
Oh.
Where are you next? What does it say? Backlit used. You might be coming up to KID. Self-tune, baby. You're going out first round anyways. You just be there to party afterwards. Fuck Rank. Jason. I look good. I got baby blue eyes.
God dang, I need to get you.
Rolling in. Look at him.
We might need to get you on a one-on-one. This might be the most posts ever.
One-on-one. Rank's been on the internet trolling. He does all the talking.
Hashtag fuck Eric Mans. That short bastard. He's too scared to come to the Midwest.
I seen where he said he was going to Detroit or something.
He's got to stay up there north where it's easy to win.
And then he was driving all the way down to Alabama or Georgia or something like that.
East Coast, Southeast Coast. Also easy to win down there.
Yeah, you know, it's not Midwest. It's not the Midwest.
Come to the Midwest. We'll fuck you up. After first round.
Oh boy.
Richard called me.
Oh, Richard calling. Richard.
Tricky Rick.
What's he trying to? He's trying to
stir something up.
Yeah. If you're trying to find a bag, probably to give yourself an IV again.
Right. So I told him the other day we're going to have to give him another IV.
He's running out of IV.
We're going to run him out. he's only gonna be able to race at night.
He forgets he's getting old.
Instead of having a bag that's down by his ass, he's gonna have one just to have by his hip the whole time.
Or he have a GoPro, a bunch of GoPros strapped to his head.
Yeah.
IV on that.
Yeah.
That's
Uh oh.
Kids are screaming. What's it say?
Right, me and Eric fucking you up.
Maybe in person, not on the track.
You went first round 10-5 or what?
You don't want those problems. I'm a man. I draw from the bag. Isn't that what they
Oh.
say? If you're fast, I'll see you in the finals. I took that one out of.
He said, "Fuck y'all."
Took that out of Joey's book.
Did he have to? I just want to know if Richard had to dip his fingers in the bag to type that. So his fingers,
I guess.
his fingers are dry.
He's got a towel on he can use.
Oh. Yeah, that's fact.
Right, he's been spoiled with the AC too much. It sounds like.
Yeah, he got that government job where he sits down and he works in an air conditioning warehouse building.
Right.
Government job.
Damn, Rank, you sound
Jordan,
scared.
every time I've ever called you out, you run scared.
Oh.
Wow.
How do you daddies rank?
Jordan knows me 4 you daddies left.
For you,
Last time he tried to sit next to me, he had to learn. He wouldn't bet me no money. He had only bet me.
You mean Snitchard?
Okay, go down there and turn it.
All right, I'll let y'all get going.
All right. Well, I'm sure. Are we gonna see you next weekend? They say.
I don't know. I haven't heard nothing. I don't know yet.
Okay. Well,
you don't know fuck about shit.
I don't know fuck about shit, but oh. All right, y'all have a good night. Congrats on y'all's wins. I said right,
yeah.
wins.
It's wins. We'll both take it.
I got the trophy.
It's plural, not singular.
I said I'd let him have a trophy since he don't have any. So.
Is it one of them ones that y'all got to share?
Yeah, we share custody. We're gonna.
I got to share one with Ryan Mitchell too. So.
Oh boy. All right.
We'll see you.
Congrats. All right, and then you have this motherfucker right here. Oh boy, Jacob Guest.
He did. Yeah, he did. He's a pussy.
Well, you know one thing about Jacob.
What?
Is that motherfucker will flip a coin with anybody. I seen him flipping with a homeless man before we left the first meet spot. And he took $40 from him.
Yeah, I seen that. That dude's fucked up. He took $4 from that homeless man.
Oh
God.
We had a little. Looked like y'all had a little test session. Y'all had y'all were getting the car lined out, and
yeah,
but it turned out to be a pretty good night that night. Last weekend.
We
had some hitters out there.
Yeah, the car is brand new, so that was the first time we had it out on the street. We took it to Sallisaw and made sure it went straight and all that jazz, and then we that was the plan to go up there early and take it to one of our test spots up there and make some hits and make sure it's gonna work. But we got a lot to there's still a lot in it, man. We still got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
For that car.
Oh,
it's literally
that car right there was on a tear.
Yes, it was, bro. Man, that thing is making some licks now. They got that thing figured out. They got it figured out.
And Bobby didn't look too bad with on radios with stickers still on his tires.
They think people making these rules up, trying to keep that guy down, and it's not going to work. I promise you, dude. You're not going to keep that guy. That guy's fast. He's going to figure it out. He's not stupid. He's smart. Like, he knows what to do, and it's dumb trying to keep it from him. You know what I mean? Just let him go, bro.
Yeah.
I will never do a race or agree with a race where people are trying to cut an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive down. Just let him send it.
Is Jacob gonna be at the 10-5 so he can flip some coins? Do they still got the big coin flip deal, or is that off?
I don't know. Bo,
Oh wait, hold
Bo,
on. We'll just ask him.
babe,
Your stepdad.
babe.
Is the coin flip still on, or is it off?
It is not on. It is off.
I got you. I understand why. I can
Yeah,
understand why. But somebody out here wants to know.
You'll find out.
Damn. I bet. I bet. I bet. I bet.
Oh, Jared said he's standing in for Bo on that coin flip.
Damn.
Oh shit!
So
Damn.
so he's trying to flip one for 2,000.
Oh wow! It's
Too
getting deep.
salty.
All the love. I get no love.
I love you,
I
babe.
love it all. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Give me a kiss.
Oh.
Or is it the other way?
You're the other way. I can't do that.
Oh boy!
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
not. I can drive, but I can't do that.
And you were driving mofo this weekend.
Appreciate it. I try.
I
Don't
think.
always work.
You know when you did that test pass or the bypass, when he went by, he goes, "That bitch fast." That's what he said. That bitch fast.
We're trying. We're getting there.
It's the only thing we can do, man. It's the only thing we can do.
Patrick, the foot brake. Well, I don't know if he'll still be the foot brake king once that trans brace gets in.
Yeah, I don't think he needs it. He just needs to quit jumping.
I don't think he does.
Oh, back. Oh, the kids are running in. Get down. Not you, Roly.
Dad, what the hell?
No, I ain't got no peanut butter. Get away. I ain't got no peanut butter.
Oh my God! Is my sister trying to get the car again?
No.
Oh God!
So
Jacob, what do you think about my name?
It's all right. I think you do better though.
I bet.
Oh,
But
so are you going to change? Are you going to come up with a new page for Geronimo, or are you just going to change Apollo's, or are you going to change it?
well,
What are you going to do, Rolly? Because I know
you're cutting out on me. I think. It sounds all glitchy.
I don't.
Yeah,
think
that dude definitely ain't doing shit with Facebook.
I was about to say. That's what I should ask you, Jacob Guest. What you gonna do?
Me? Yeah, I'm too busy working, man.
Yeah, me
Too
too.
busy working.
So the new car is Geronimo.
Yes, sir.
And I seen another car this weekend. It was called Geronimo.
Basically,
it was called Geronimo. Which car is it? This one right here.
Oh,
it had Geronimo on the cow.
He don't want it.
It was ghosted in there. It was ghosted Geronimo. He don't want it.
He don't want it.
No.
He don't want it.
Hey, everybody. Hey, I had Apollo for like 6 years, and somebody with a vet decided to name theirs too. So it happens.
Shots fired, baby.
Oh boy! Wow! Take on being tired of being full blown.
It happens.
Will Apollo be on the street again?
Yes, Apollo will be on the street again.
Guess they're not. He was on it.
Hey, it's hard to get a car to 1,800 pounds. We're just trying.
1,800 pounds. That's just chassis, right?
No, I'm trying to be like those nitrous cars.
They get the brakes, right? They get the brakes.
Do I sound all glitchy, or is it just y'all?
No, you're good.
It's just you.
You connected to your Wi-Fi?
Are you connected to your Wi-Fi? So
you see where I live? I live out in the woods. I don't have Wi-Fi. Wifey.
What? Ooh, wifey.
Wow.
I do have a wife. I do have a wifey. She's great.
I'm gonna let
Hey,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
let her
No,
know.
no, I got a wife. I got a wife.
Yeah, stay
Oh.
out his DMs, tire
What's,
riders.
what's the yeah? What's the total number of passes on the car so far?
On the street, probably 10.
Not
Maybe?
not including this weekend.
Like 7.
I think with this weekend on the street,
Oh,
We made
it's new. Like it's
and that's
gonna get faster. I mean, there's several problems that we've found, but it's just obviously, you know, I wasn't gonna go home and fix them and then come back and race. So
yeah, the car's still beautiful, and I'm not even a Camaro guy by any means, but that thing's sexy. I ain't gonna lie, that thing's sexy.
I'll show you under the hood one day when we're by ourselves.
ooh. I'll send him a picture right now.
Oh,
Dad, you want to see
care.
it?
I'll tell anybody everything I got, but you still have to tune it and drive it. I don't care.
yeah. You still doing it just like he did Apollo, just show everybody everything, or no?
Yep.
Yeah, you don't care.
I don't care. You ask me anything, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did, besides what I do on a laptop.
Yeah. That'll cost you, won't it?
That'll cost you.
Yep.
So, what's next for y'all? Or Jacob?
I really think we're probably going to probably just do a little testing this weekend, getting ready for 10-5 somewhere.
I'm in.
I mean, it's $25,000. It's kind of hard to not practice for that.
Yeah. All right. They said, all right, spill the beans. It's still LS.
It is still an LS motor.
He's a liar. It's a big
Yes,
block.
Bet.
I bet.
Oh. So, anything special that's done to the car that we don't know?
Oh, God. It's cutting out.
Oh boy, it's a 2JZ.
Do what, sir?
It's a 3JZ.
2JZ. God, I wish.
5.3 with a 76 millimeter.
It is
Hell
pretty
yeah.
dang close. Pretty dang close to the same combination that was in Polo.
Cody said big block. I seen it.
I seen it. It is pretty close to Apollo. Really, the only thing's different is suspension wise. I mean,
Yep, very close.
Yeah.
Yep.
The thing got this. It's got a 4-link.
I mean, these
now,
little
right?
LS motors. I mean,
it's ladder bar.
Ladder bar. Oh.
It's got the
ladder
best
bar.
ladder bar. It's a badass ladder bar. It's not your everyday throw together.
I mean, you can build a nice LS. If you build a nice LS motor, and you can't make 2,000 horse with an nice LS motor, then that's why people go big block.
And it's expensive too. But you're looking at the horsepower too.
Yeah,
So
it's just, I don't know. It's just big blocks are big.
So it's a 6.0 then.
It's a 6.0, dude. Derek knows.
But
is this the dude that called out some guy, a road racer at the track? And he's,
yes.
And
yes.
he's letting the guy roll from a 60-year-old. And he's not leaving.
Yep. He's gonna leave whenever he sees his back bumper.
That's some stones right there.
Shit.
For a stack, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure the money. I can't remember. I know there's one guy side betting with the Viper, and he's like $3,700 deep right now on side bets.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Derek's just confident, man. Nothing against that.
Yep.
I'm confident too. I think he's gonna beat the dude. Run tell that, homeboy.
It's a
Me and Derek,
465 LS.
it's so bad. It's so bad. I can't even bet on Derek because there's like some bad juju like in there somewhere. Every single time I've ever put money on Derek to win, I've lost, and he's lost that. I lost the money. He lost the race. So we like agreed. I'm like, bro, I'm never betting on you again. He's like, yeah, don't ever fucking bet on me again.
Yeah.
I've lost hundreds of dollars on Derek Kelly.
Yeah.
He said Molly
Well,
Wall.
just give me your money, Rolly, and I'll bet for you.
I don't know, dude. I'm not doing the juju stuff.
No juju.
50 grand in bet so far. Wow.
That's wild as fuck.
God dang. Where'd I going wrong in life?
That's crazy.
I could afford to
It's
lose
down
that
there in Dallas, Dad. I don't know. I know how you get at the track. You get all sick and shit, and maybe you need to take some Dramamine and emotional
What happened?
sickness shit. Yeah.
What'd you say? What?
I would get both them mother.
Uh-oh. You want to flip, Jacob?
Oh, bet that.
Bet. What are we flipping?
I don't know. Who's got a coin? Somebody's got a coin. I ain't got no coin.
I ain't got a coin on me right now.
What?
I'm out here by myself. And my
With
little
no
girl will
Wi-Fi.
take all my money.
With no Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi's.
Oh.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing.
Damn.
No, I guess you'll have to save it. Just have to save it for the track.
Yeah, we'll just double up next time.
There you go. Which Curtis is it, Rolly?
Tune?
Well, I know, but he has like 3 accounts. He's like me.
It's the one where he's standing in the profile picture with somebody holding up the shocker. He's doing this with his arm around a dude because he likes guys.
Because he likes guns.
He likes guys. Oh, Jacob. Babe, come back.
Oh.
Fuck him.
My bad.
There he is. Hi. Hello. So.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Are y'all calling anybody out first round, or y'all just going to do from the bag?
Hello. Nothing?
Can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Check. Audio check.
God. Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us, Jacob? Can you hear us, Jacob? Hello?
Jello.
iPhone shit, Dad.
Yeah, he got iPhone problems. You know they make smartphones now, right? Called Androids?
Yeah. They do make smartphones now. Leave and come back, Jacob.
I'm doing that to him on purpose. We'll kick him.
Yeah, kick him, dude.
We'll kick him.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do any call outs. We don't. Jacob isn't about that.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's see here.
I mean, if it would take somebody doing something to really get Jacob to call him out to prove a point.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
For him to have that many passes on there, that thing, he was just straight rolling now. I mean, and Buckwheat was rolling too.
Buckwheat is rolling for sure. That car is completely turned around.
In case y'all don't know who Buckwheat is, it's this one right here.
That old girl.
That little girl right there.
She wild, dude.
She was getting it now. I was like, when I stand there and he was doing his burnout, I looked down and I was like, oh, little nitrous burnout. At least it looked like it. I was like, ooh, he's running hot.
I wouldn't doubt it. He's wild. Garrett's wild. That thing's Jerry's got that suspension working, man. That's they was really lacking in that territory, but since Jared came on board, man, they turned it around.
Let's see what we can get. I forgot. I'm glad you're here, son. Remind me,
What?
Jared.
The Jared Rockhold, what's his name?
Bitch.
Rockwell.
Oh no, that's a different one.
Oh damn, Betty.
Well,
Betty didn't shooting. Shots fired.
Ah,
Look at Bradley down there.
the Ohio killer.
Oof.
Oh, boy.
Oof. You wild. Oh God, here we go. Y'all gonna get Bill Senior fucking crying now. Stop.
Well, you know what?
Say it, Dad.
I've been hearing some talk about him, bad mouthing
He's
me
been
all over in it. You know what, Bill?
I've seen it.
Just go ahead. I've got strong shoulders, man. I ain't scared. I ain't got to hide behind Facebook. I come on live and tell it to you. I find shit comical, whether it hurts your feelings or not. Where you gonna cry, boo hoo, boo hoo, fuck them guys, they bad, blah blah. But, oh well, that's my opinion. I live in America and I can have opinion on things. You know, if you're in this business, which I've been in this business for quite a long time, and you learn to grow some thick skin. Maybe you need to learn to grow some, Bill, and have a little thick skin growing with your A1. So anyway, I'm enough with that. But anyway,
damn.
Oh,
Dad, check your blood pressure.
Oh, I'm good. Here. Oh.
Terry. Terry.
What's up, Terry?
I bet. That's my motherfucking dude right there.
Oh, so are y'all gonna make a? Are you gonna make him put a bottle in each after each pass?
Man, we even talked about it before that pass, and he was like, "No, it's good. We'll make one more hit, and after we beat Jacob, we'll change it." And I was like, "Okay, not my area. Shocks are cool. Everything's good. So tune-up's good, but the tune-up ain't worth nothing if we don't have enough bottle to get the whole distance."
Yeah.
So Jacob guessed the light. Like, man, Jacob's like Daddy Dave. He just guesses and gets lucky. And even though he a fast, he a guess. But
Jacob guess, bro.
I think Garrett ran out of nitrous at like probably the 330, and you know that's why when
he said
when he said like 3 cars, I was like, "There's no way." Well, with no bottle, yeah. So
yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised that since y'all are basically buddies and stuff, y'all just run it back on a fresh bottle.
Well, we were talking about grudge racing afterwards, but you know, it's Jacob. It's not like, yeah, whatever. We could have, but I wasn't gonna try to mouth him too much. If it had been somebody else, we probably would have said that. But it's our mistake, you know. I'd like to do same lanes again someday. So
I'm sure there will be another time.
Yeah, and Buckwheat's fixing to get a little more power put in her, so it won't be the same car here in another month or so.
Oh, you adding another kit?
Oh. Well, no, just we're not really running much of a jet in it. It's barely doing anything, so we're gonna put some more sauce to it. I mean, it's like the same jet we could run in a stock block LS stock motor and not blow it up.
He ain't lying.
So yeah, like for real. So it ain't.
I got that on the G8.
Yeah, it ain't doing much of anything. So
that thing was rolling though. When he made that hit, I was like, he checked out. He was like,
bitch bad, dude.
He gone.
Yeah, it's starting to run. It's starting to work really good. We had to fight it. That car, like the paint job's pretty good on it, but the car itself is, you know.
They'll know it ain't a 500.
500. Is he
He's
talking about the pill size or a bet for the next race?
Yeah, probably the
It-
pills.
Is it
It
big
might
box
have
Chevy?
it might have that pill in it next time we race. You know you ain't going 60 foot with it, boy.
Can't
Oh,
out
boy.
60-foot him. Cry Kelly.
Yeah.
Cry Kelly.
Yeah. You know you ain't gonna get it.
Oh.
Wild as
Yeah.
hell. I don't understand what that means, but if he's talking about the pill size, the whole issue is that car wasn't working really at all for quite a while. And instead of putting more power to it, we decided to take what we had. I kind of came on board to help them, and we started lining it out, changing shocks out, changing out a whole lot of stuff, and get it working first, and then we'll go from there. That's where we're at now. Yep.
The 12 hours. Yeah.
Get the car moving and leaving, and the suspension actually doing something before you pour the
Right.
power in it.
Yeah, get it working.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, we can't keep putting power to it and expect it to work. We've got to make it work and then start putting power and making our adjustments. So we've got some good shocks on it now. It's still a pile of junk. It's a ladder bar car, not like Jacob's new car. This is an old school, like 1960s ladder bar. But Garrett's the driving dude, man. He's a driver, and if we can just get him semi close, he'll be all right. And he did a great job in Tulsa. I mean, I really thought we had.
He always does a great job.
I thought we had the car to win. To be honest with you, Jacob was my second pick, and he ended up being first, and that's how it goes sometimes. But we showed some promise. The car's starting to work, and I really think that we'll win. We'll pull it off here one of these days. We'll get a good shootout win. We're gonna make a few more adjustments, and then it'll happen.
Yeah.
It went faster down. It went faster down that road in Tulsa than it has ever anywhere. So
yeah, for sure.
We're definitely creeping it. We just need to do a few more things and it'll be there. Garrett does a great job. Me and him and Curtis kind of collaborate on the tune-ups, and that makes it pretty easy. Where I'm not doing everything because Garrett's also smart and he can throw some stuff in there on nitrous tune-ups and do really good. So I think we've got a good combination for the future. So,
all right.
I'm looking forward to it.
And we also got this coming up too.
Yep.
Yes.
Here at this location, at this place.
Yep.
Right
at that place.
Yep. Out yonder.
73 cars?
73 cars.
70. You got locked in?
Yeah, we're waiting on the last 3 people to send their lock-ins, but yeah,
there's a few dudes that are kind of old school that don't really technology at all, so we're still waiting on them.
Yeah. And I've had a couple people message me and asking about that, and I was like, yeah. I don't know if they've got a alternative list, but I can find out. Maybe I can put some people on if something falls out that I know street. So
Kendall says, I hope to race in Tulsa one day. Yeah, I heard we're scared or something, or you didn't get an invite, but I have screenshots proving that your guy hit my guy up and he told you guys to come and test and do what you need to do, and the blue collar guys would run security for you. So you might want to get with your guy before you start spouting out stupid shit like that. That don't make any sense.
Yeah, there's literally zero reason to not invite people. I think what happened was I wasn't the one putting the race on, but from when we heard about it it was literally like an hour of hearing about it, and it was full. Like 10, 12 cars is doable there. Doing more than that right now with the streets the way they are is hard to do. And it just is. If it is what it is. I mean, sometimes you just don't get locked in time. I mean, that's just part of it.
Yep. I mean, it was literally a bunch of local guys, and then Jeepers was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing this weekend? I'm like, actually, we're going to do something if you want to come up. But besides that, literally everybody within an hour, was there. It wasn't nothing big. It wasn't nothing crazy. You had a race. You had your own race to go to, so you couldn't have came anyway.
That's the hard part too. Is like sometimes you hear about stuff and like guys are doing something else they're already committed to. So do you even invite them, like, or do you just respect that they've got something else happening and just kind of worry about the next one?
Yeah.
He says Ryan and Joey said they wasn't allowed. I talked to Joey, and Joey and Ryan have both been to every single race I've ever been to in Tulsa except 2. So this whole I'm not allowed or I didn't get invited, that's stupid. Why would I not invite somebody? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't play stupid ass games.
Beater was on the list last time I looked at it.
Yep. I won't go into that, but yeah, he was.
I mean, he was on the list. Heckman was on the list. I mean, it's nobody. None of us care. If they would have showed up, cool.
Why the hell do I care? We got to race you at some point anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me and my guys were doing the race, and I had a guy in the race, so I didn't want to flag because I didn't want to be unjust. I didn't want to seem unjust and unfair. Right. So I said, hey, Richard, will you flag it? And he's like, actually, Limpy's coming. I'm like, I bet. Limpy, you do it if you want to. Limpy said, I bet. So he did it.
Yep.
You ain't never going to see me doing a race or being a part of anything that's unjust and unfair. I'm not that guy. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't believe in that shit. And for somebody to sit back and say, hey, I didn't get an invite because you're scared of us or some stupid shit. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't care who you are, how many races you've won, bro. Bring that shit. It don't matter to me. I'm not going to sit here and try to justify every time I do a race, bro. It was just a local deal. We didn't want any more than 10 cars, and that's the way we did it. I mean,
but there's races that happen all over the place that we don't get invited to.
Yeah, well, I mean, why is it any different than Toby putting on a Kansas City only deal? I know none of us ever be like, hey, Toby, what the fuck? Why can't we come? That's dumb, bro. Y'all do y'all's own thing. Well, Kendall, you were told wrong, buddy. I've got screenshots saying that you could come and test in Tulsa, and we'll give you spots. I think he even gave you addresses. And he even said, if you need help, let one of us know, and we'll run security for you while you test. I promise you.
I think one of the things that's helped me in the past, and if you're a racer and you're listening, if you will tell somebody that promotes street races that, hey, I want in the next thing you do, 99% chance you're going to get an invite. If you don't speak up, and they already have guys on their list, is what it is. But if you tell them next thing you do, for sure, I don't care what's happening, I'm coming, you'll get in no matter what.
Exactly. You want to see the screenshots? I got the screenshot saying that of the conversation between my guy and Justin Price. I'll have Lippy post them. Ain't no big deal to me.
Oh, anyway, let's get back on subject. What's going down? Any new news with 10-5? Well, I got y'all both online here.
Any new news?
Pretty much the same thing as it has been. I mean, except for the car count's gotten bigger. I mean, the newest news for me, just personally, day to day right now, is we're like 2 weeks away, and that's when I start to get like in panic mode. Honestly, up until that first burnout happens on race day, it's kind of like getting in a race car. You do your burnout, and normally you're cool. Promoting a race is the same way. After that first burnout, it kind of calms down a little bit, but right now it's like panic mode.
Same way with street stuff.
Yeah, it's big, and there's 73 cars. Everything's looking like I don't want to jinx nothing, but honestly, I'd be surprised if we don't have 4,000 to 5,000 people there. I mean, which at Salisal is basically Woodstock, and there's just a lot happening. We got a lot of vendors this time. We've got sponsors this time. Last year it was kind of just whatever is out of our own pockets and stuff. So I think the nerves for me are starting to set in up until race day. I want it to be good and fair and smooth for everybody racing involved. That's what everybody to be safe, and that's part of the nerves. Really, it's not so much do we make money; it's that does everybody stay safe and does it work well for everybody? That's what I care about, and that's what Rolly cares about, and that's what Bill cares about. And but I think it's going to be huge. I think it's we're on the cusp of what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish being something big and like national renowned. Like we're right there. So I think for all the racers involved and everybody that has a part of it, for that it's a big deal. It's the only
For
one
sure.
of its kind. I mean, I don't know if anybody else would ever try it, but I mean, it's the only one of its kind, and it gives everybody that doesn't usually get to race for that kind of money a chance to go for it.
Exactly.
So
For sure.
we're jazzed about it.
Yeah. So y'all want to name y'all sponsors? I guess to help y'all help that out.
Yeah, I got them
Put
right
you on the
here.
spot? Oh, okay. I didn't put you on the spot.
Yeah,
Ha,
the list.
I got it. Yeah, so I mean, we got our headlining sponsor is Patriot Dodge in McAllister. They came on board and helped us out a ton with several things. Driven Speed Performance, Dustin Harrell and those guys. He's got that all-wheel drive Trailblazer SS. He came on board and helped us out. Rowdy Racing, those guys, those wild motherfuckers,
Them
always
boys.
supporting. Yeah. Notch Express, they came aboard, gave us some stuff to give away, or raffle off, gave us some shirts and hats to give away and stuff. Freak Show Performance, that's Derek and Terry Dale's friends. They always hooking them up with converters and stuff. They came on board to help us out a little bit with the race.
Yep.
PA Racing, Stainless Works, Central Speed Supply. They're giving away some tires, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing a tire raffle like last.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Obviously the blue collar guys. Me and my guys. Of course, they're going to support everything we do. So, we got Limitless Performance. My buddy here, he actually sponsors one of the lanes out there. He came aboard and gave us some money and try to help us with support us with expenses and stuff like that. Big shout out to him, man. That's awesome. Chandler Collision, same thing with him. He came on board and helped us out with some expensive stuff. Mini 913 Racing out of Kansas City, little William Custer. He's going to give the winner of the race. He's going to give him a T-shirt. So, it may not be much, but dude wants to be there and wants to support. I mean, realistically, he's the future of the streets. That dude's out every time he can be. So, he wants to come on and be a part of it. Come on, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll do.
That dude's always supporting us.
Yeah, he always supports it, and he's coming up, so we want to help support him too.
For sure. And wheeliemafia.com. Always those guys are wild, hooking us up. Jane and Granite, coming on board, hooking us up with some expenses. So, I mean, last but not least, didn't want to leave them out. Streetcar Takeover. The guys from there, Keith and Chase, they were actually going to do another race in Oklahoma City, another Streetcar Takeover. So they scheduled it. Well, they happened to schedule on top of our race and didn't mean to. So we got together, and they decided to move it till Sunday because they wanted to come to our race. They wanted. They heard about it. We got with them, tell them what filled them in and all that. So they were like, "Man, bet we're coming. Like, what do y'all need? What do y'all need?" We got together, and they're gonna come aboard, and they're gonna be there with the big tent set up, selling all their merchandise and stuff. So, I mean, Saturday, the 27th, they're gonna be there with us, throwing down. Sunday, we're going to Oklahoma City to support them. So that was a big deal for somebody to actually move. I know it wasn't. I mean, it was short notice, but they didn't have to move the date. You know what I mean? But they wanted to support us, so they did it. So I mean, that's awesome, man. Hats off to those guys. Those two have always been super cool. You know, with all the racers that do the stuff that we do. So, you know, those guys are straight up.
Yep. Oh,
I was reading a comment.
Red Tide canopies too. They're making us a new big canopy for our booth where we're gonna have our shirts and stuff at. So they're helping us out with a little bit of cost on that. So want to throw them in there too. They're helping us out. I think he may actually be there. The guy that owns it, possibly. The Red Tide canopy.
Yeah. Last I heard, he was trying.
Yeah, he's trying to come.
You right, Curtis. We the guys. I'm one of your guys. He's right.
Yeah, and then I saw Karen commented Racer Outlet. Racer Outlet's coming as a vendor. I don't think we listed all of our vendors off, but yeah, they're coming.
No, just
with
our
their
sponsors
stuff.
usually.
Yeah, we weren't trying to leave anybody out. We were just doing
No.
sponsors.
No, not at all.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening. We're 2 weeks away. It's going to be exciting. Oh boy.
Yep.
Good old
Who's
Ashlock.
y'all's pick to win 10-5?
Ashlock, go ahead with the tough ones. Tough questions.
Oof. My pick, who's going to win 10-5 till I die?
We already know.
Garrett Brown's probably going to win 10-5.
Oh.
Garrett Brown.
Yeah. Yep. He, Apollo guessed this weekend, and then now Apollo's going to be gun shy because everybody's giving him shit now, or Geronimo. And then in the finals, Garrett's going to off with his whole head.
So you're going to pick Garrett, then I'll take Geronimo.
Yeah.
We'll flip flop.
Flip flop them around.
Is that one dude coming from New York, or did he bow
out? Which dude from New York?
Tyler, whatever his name is.
DeSantis. Yeah, he said he was coming at first. We had him locked in, and I don't know what happened. I haven't talked to him since. Sent him a few messages and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's not in the books for him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Won't get into his business or nothing. I have no clue what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know it's a haul, but I wanted to do coast to coast. I mean, Brandon Mork's coming from Chicago area. You know what I'm saying? We still got we cars coming from California. I mean, Alex Sanchez, one of what's his name's
Nathan.
Yeah, I was trying to think about his last name there.
V-Unit.
Nathan, one of Nathan's buddies. I think his name is Alex Sanchez. That dude's pretty street around there. They literally just went to Arizona a couple of weeks back, and Alex won the whole thing. There was quite a few cars, but he's gonna bring him with him. So we got those crazy boys from down south and on the pad. They coming actually. Yeah. So Patches and Juju Trap Grammy.
Yeah.
That's what yeah. That's what I can't remember who it was. Garrett was calling him, not Garrett Brown, the other Garrett. Donahue kept calling him Grammy and Rank.
Karen, you can message me or Rolly, and we can talk to you about the sponsor part of it. Like I said, we appreciate your support, and we're looking forward to everybody being there. So
somebody get Eric Mans out my fucking inbox.
Oh boy. We got a bunch of racers coming from all over the place. I mean, it's the biggest. I mean, where else are you going to get all these dudes at one spot at one time? So next year we're going to try to do something a little bit bigger, but for right now, this is as big as it's going to get in the street racing community. Put it that way.
I got you. All right. Well, Rolly, congrats on the putting it on. Terry Dale, Jacob. Congrats, Jacob Guest.
Jacob
Good enough.
Guest.
I got a couple more guys I gotta get on here. It's already getting late, so appreciate you, and I'll be seeing y'all in the next couple weeks,
Yeah, you will.
if not sooner.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Bye. Bye, Dad.
All right, bet. All right, bet.
Bet,
I bet. I bet.
bet, bet. All right. Oh, we had. Oh yeah. Okay. I didn't realize it was getting so late here already. I still need to get a couple guys on. Like, where'd he go? Like this guy right here who won the 28 race on 26s. And plus we can get his side of the story on what happened. He didn't get an invite or did get an invite, or I don't know how. I'm not going to get into it. I like everybody, but I don't know. I don't know how close that race was from where they were racing, where he was racing that same night to where we were racing in Tulsaco. So we'll just ask. Oh, big block.
What's up, man?
Oh, so congrats on your win.
Thank you.
Uh,
What?
did me saying something last week about the 26s? Did you just do that, or was you down on tires and the 26 is all you had?
No, we went and tested Wednesday night, and Ryan Mitchell and a couple other guys was up there testing, and man, we wasn't in the same zip code. Track was pretty decent, and we just couldn't make it work, and was just struggling. And actually, we loaded everything up to go home, and I was like, man, hell, we might as well just leave the son of a bitch at home and go hang out and drink, and was looking at data and on our way home, and I was like, well, shit, we might as well, thanks, Shane, we might as well put the thing back in 8.5 trim because we've been faster on that tire than we have this tire anyways. If the track's going to be good like that, we might as well try it. So we made that decision, and we switched it over Thursday night and Friday morning and ran down to Mocan and made a couple test hits to make sure all the bolts was tight, and went up there and let her eat.
Gotcha. So, how many cars were entered in it?
We ended up with 19 cars this go around, which did feel was too bad considering it was only about 2. I think it was only about 2 weeks from the last one. We had 23 at the first one and 19 at this one. There was a few guys that couldn't make it back. A couple guys couldn't get parts in time. They'd tore up some pistons and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
But still a pretty good turnout. Had some good cars there. I mean, the cars that was there was quality, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Firebird was there. Beater Bomb was there. Tyler Van Land, he's got a Pro Charged car. He finally got it back out, and that thing runs hard. And Blaine Hill, he's got a little silver F body from up north, and that little thing will surprise a bunch of people. A bunch of people that don't know that car will probably get their ass handed to them by that car. That guy hauls ass for what it is.
Wow. So, are you going? Will you be? Did you get an invite to 10.5?
Yeah, we're locked in. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to go, but we are locked in. We have paid, but we might not go. We might go east.
I might go east.
Yeah.
Something better?
I don't know if better, but maybe more that fits the car, so to speak. I know I've talked to a few guys. I haven't never been to Salsaw, but talking to a few guys, they say it gets really, really good, and it's going to get fast. And I don't know. I don't know if I want to try to beat on it that hard for all the racing I got left this year. So
Yeah.
we'll just have to see.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It's
That's 73 cars. That's a lot of rounds.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of rounds. It just if it gets as fast as some guys have been telling me it'll get, I don't know if I want to lean on it that hard. I can't make the needed changes to go from 28s to 26s in a round. Let's put it that way.
I gotcha.
If I could in that time frame, then I would be all for it in a heartbeat. And I'm not saying we won't come. I just don't know. I'm not going to completely commit, I guess.
I gotcha. So, so,
I'm bad at not making decisions till like Thursday.
so, so you didn't get, if you did get an invite to Tulsa last weekend, could you have made it with the racing that you had going on at the track?
I probably would have. I probably would have made it work.
I got you.
And I know me and Justin had talked to Chet. I think it was the weekend before, like Harshorn weekend, about hitting a test spot down there on our way to H Town because we just put the motor back. But
Yeah.
other than that, I hadn't heard anything from any of them guys or nothing. Which is no big deal. Whatever. It is what it is. I just thought it was some people had pinged me and told me some things, and I just thought it was funny. So I was just kind of poking them back. It ain't no big deal to me. I really, really don't care. There is enough events every weekend. If a guy wants to race, a guy can find a place to race. That's for sure.
That's for sure. So, do you, oh, he said, let him know ASAP if you can't, sir.
Well, I'm already paid in, so that kind of locks me in, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, if you ain't gonna make it, I guess they can try to get somebody else to
Right. Well,
fill
if
your
that's
spot. Yeah. But so what's gonna be next for you? Are you doing anything this weekend, or are you just gonna maintenance the car?
I was trying to look for something on Sunday this weekend. I got Friday and Saturday is kind of full. I got to help Racer Outlet and them get the new printing machine set up for new shirt printing machine set up. So we'll be tied up with that Friday for sure, and I don't know how late into Saturday. I know there's a little bit of Mexico action going on Saturday night somewhere, but I don't know if we're going to make that or not. I was looking for something on Sunday, but I haven't found anything yet.
Yeah, no Sunday service yet.
Yeah, I ain't found no Sunday service yet. Figured maybe Matt would have something come up, but that's a little bit of a haul for a Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, so you got any new sponsors or anything, or what's going on? I mean, what's changed from you were just on last week? So I mean, does winning it get tiring?
Not at all.
No,
Not at all. You have to enjoy every moment and every minute of it because you never know when it's going to stop. I mean, there's always somebody working and always somebody testing, and there will always be somebody faster. So you got to keep at it if you want to try to stay at it. Try to stay competitive. Nothing gets boring about it. I was more excited Saturday night than I probably have been in a long time, and it wasn't the tire deal or nothing. It was the final. Again, me and Tyler Van Lant was in the final, and man, it was a close ass race. I mean, it was close. We left really close together. I think I went like an 050 on the tree, and he went like an 080 or something, and he was right there. I had hit the second kit really early, and it was just a damn good, close, old-fashioned drag race, and it was a fun one at that. So
what's how hard it? I know you've been set up for 28s, and then you got changed much to go to 26s. I know it's a smaller tire, but I figured maybe shock settings or
yeah, we changed. Well, shock settings are a little different, and then we have to change bar angles and change the gear. The gear is the biggest thing. So we still got an 8.8 in the car, so it takes a few minutes to swap the gear out instead of like a 9-inch where you can just swap the third member. But
yeah.
Trying to get some money rounded up for the 9-inch deal and some other stuff. So some next year upgrades, I guess.
I got you. All right. Well,
we had a really good turnout, spectators and everything there at the King of 28s was a blast. I mean, they rolled in most of the night and the stands was full. I mean, that place was packed. It was cool to see. Everybody had a fun time. It seemed like nobody complained much.
Wasn't hot.
It was warm till the sun went down. Once the sun went down, it was pretty nice. Actually got pretty nice. A little humid for a little while, but it's pretty
Did
good.
y'all start in the daylight?
We allow a test hit, one test hit at the track there. So I think the test hit happened at like 7, might have been like 7:15, 7:30, somewhere around there. And then we didn't start eliminations till I think it was about 8:30. So it was,
I got you.
sun was just coming down off the track when we started eliminations.
I got you.
So,
Oh,
but it's
so
cool.
did you run Joey or did?
No, the guy racing in the final beat Joey.
Oh,
I think that might have been the semis or the round before, somewhere around there. I raced, as luck would have it, we changed the car over because of how fast the Firebird was going on Wednesday night, and as luck would have it, we drew him first round.
oh.
So that's the second week in a row we've pulled Ryan out of the hat first round, and I'm just as sick of it as he is. But I've just gotten lucky a couple times here. I think he had some electronic issues, but
I got you.
but no, it was a good time, good turnout. Had got a little limo ride afterwards. I was gonna see any pictures and I didn't, but the track owner come over with his limo afterwards and was farting around, driving us up and down the track while we was drinking and carrying on. So it was a pretty good time.
I got you. Well, you need new sponsors or shout outs or just go ahead and name them anyway. It don't matter. people know, but
Yeah, I mean, I want to give a good shout out to Shane Hunter's Lawn Care and Tree Service for sure. He's helped out a bunch. He's he helps us out all the time. The guy's got a heart of gold, and he works his tail off. I mean, he's one of those guys that's just too busy all the time. But man, he helps out any way he can. Obviously, huge performance. Jane and Granite. We couldn't test and do all the stuff we've done this year without the support from Jane and Granite for sure. He's really taken a load off of us, and I'm just more than grateful. I bend over backwards to help that guy for what he's done for me this year. Skinny's Camp Racing, Racer Outlet, Justin Price, Karen Price. We definitely wouldn't be making the laps we're making without Justin's knowledge and experience. Justin's sharp, man. That guy is very intelligent and knows how to work the electronics and read things, and he makes sure I'm where I need to be in the groove every time, and he's got that down. Tyler Adams and the rest of the boys, Michael Nadeau, they work their tails off on this pig. They make it what it is more so than I do at times, while I'm busy running the shop. So, they help out quite a bit. Hook and Chassis Race Cars, Induction Solutions, IRD, Jackson County Tow Service. They all support, man, and without it, we couldn't do it. So that's hopefully we can continue. I'm not letting up. I'm gonna keep working hard and keep trying to freshen things and keep it going as much as I can.
I got you. Well, congrats on your win. I still got
Thank
some more people I got to get on. It's already.
you.
It's
I
already
understand it's a little late here. I was a little late getting here, so
yeah. Well, congrats on your win, and maybe we'll see you at 10-5. Maybe we
yeah,
won't.
I hope so. I mean, we don't have anything else for sure yet. So, Karen, she's fun. She's a good gal. Actually had most of the crew over that would come, and I cooked on the grill yesterday while they enjoyed a day in the pool. So, tried to give them a little bit of R&R for all the work here lately because we've been running ragged. So, but yeah, hopefully we'll get down there and see you. Not ruling it out by any means yet. So we'll know here early, probably next week. I think Limpy left. See you, Limpy.
All right. Oh, I don't know. Are we live again? Are we live again? My dog knocked my Wi-Fi deal off the deal, so I don't know if it's working or not. I don't know if it's working. Oh. Okay. All right. Your invite's coming, Daniel. Oh, I'm sitting there like, what's going on? And then I'm losing signal. But guess we lost you, Kendall. But anyway, we did some Heath and I and Bushy. That's what I call him. I call him Bushy. We did some traveling this past weekend. We had a race here in DFW, a little daily driver race that the big end guy put together, and Glenn won with his GTR, and then we didn't get done until 4 something, and went to bed about 6. Had an appointment at 10, so not much sleep Friday night, and Saturday we went to Tulsaco, and then we drove all the way from. We got done about 3:30 in the morning. We drove all the way down to Little River to for a race at the top end of the track, and yeah, I froze because my dog knocked the Wi-Fi deal off. So anyway, and I was talking with Daniel about he was telling me about his weekend, and I'll let him explain to it. Here he is. Oh, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Oh, making sure my dog don't knock stuff off the counter next time. Oh,
You know, always got them technical difficulties as part of it.
Yeah, and she's a puppy, so that's she's still learning where everything is. But yeah, congrats on your win.
I appreciate it. It was definitely a long road getting there, but it was nice to that stack of cash in the finals or after the finals was made the day worth it. That's for sure.
Yeah, and then you had a rough go of it this weekend. Besides that, didn't you?
Yeah, we started off on Saturday. I found out early Saturday morning that a couple of the cars that were on my team for that XRP Battle of the Camps race had some issues Friday night testing. So I was like, man, I'm not going to drive all the way to XRP just for grudge racing. I can do that here.
Yeah.
So we decided to stay home. I was working on my wife's car because we're supposed to take it to the Streetcar Takeover next weekend. And about 1:30, they called me and said that the car that broke Friday got fixed. So they were on their way. And, you know, if I went up, it would complete our team again. So I was like, all right. So we loaded up and headed out. They told me everything's going to start at 8 o'clock. All right. So we haul butt up there, get up there, 7:30, rolling the gates. Well, they told us 8 o'clock it was going to start. So I didn't make no test passes. You know, most of my racing's no prep, top end. You don't get test passes. So, but it's been a while since I've grudge raced, and I should have known that 8 p.m. meant 11:30. So we sat around for a while, and finally we had our drivers meeting, and one of the cars that was in my team that thought they were fixed didn't get fixed. So I ended up running twice. I ran first and fourth so that I didn't give a free pass. Well, we go up to make our pass, and I let go of the button. The truck leaves, and about 60 foot out, it noses over, big backfire, puff out the exhaust pipe, and it like running on 6 cylinders the rest of the way down through the track. So I come back around, I grab my laptop and go right back to the staging lanes for my second pass. And I pull the data log, I'm looking at it, and it's over boosting for whatever the reason. I've never seen that kind of boost in that truck before. And basically it hit the safety shut off, and I've never done that before. So it kind of threw me for a loop. next pass, I'll pull some boost out of it. And just to be safe, I go out there and I let go of the button for my second pass. And the guy that I'm racing just drives off and leaves me. So I grab the scramble button and it don't do anything. It just peters on down there. I get my time slip and I'm over half a second slow, what should have been without scramble. So I'm like, yeah, something's wrong. So I start swapping plugs, swapping sensors, all kinds of stuff. 2 or 3 more passes, just truck's not running right. Well, come to find out, I think I had a wideband take a shit on me. And in the process of that, with all the backfired and whatever, it blew the intake gasket out of it.
Oh.
So Saturday night, we start pulling the intake apart, and we get it ready. So I knew I was going to be pressed for time on Sunday. So I got it as far as I could with the tools that I had. And I was in my little trailer, so I didn't have a lot. I had a socket set and stuff like that, but the socket set that I had was a 6-point, and my intake bolts were 12-point. So I wasn't able to get a socket on everything. So, and then all my battery power tools were in my stacker and everything else. So I had to do it the old-fashioned way, old Manuel and Jose ratchet and stuff. That was man. You don't realize how spoiled you get until you don't have your battery power tools.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, we get it as far as we can. We go to sleep. It was like 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, and Summit opens at 9. I pull in the parking lot about 9:15. Walk into Summit. I don't know if you've ever been in there, but ain't nothing fast. So it was almost 10 o'clock. Almost 10 o'clock by the time I got my parts, and I ordered on the way. So I should have just walked in, said, "Hey, need these parts," and walked out. Yeah, it didn't happen. But that's the first time I've ever been in Summit, and there was only like 2 names on the order retrieval board. And by the time I got my parts, it was 2.5 pages. So it was definitely busy as I was walking out of there. But so I go back to the trailer. I buy die grinder, scraper, RTV, intake gaskets, roll lock disc, anything I needed to do that job. And I basically started redoing the gasket right there in Summit parking lot. I put it all back together, and I forgot that to get my intake to line up right, you have to push the gasket up and recut the hole in the gasket so that it lines up with the hole in the head. And I'd already RTV'd everything. So I just left the gasket on the head, took a socket with an extension, and hit it with a hammer to cut the gasket out, which was great, except for on the back of the motor, I had the socket at an angle, and when I hit it with a hammer, apparently I dinged the threads on the intake. So we're rushing, trying to get it together. The very last bolt won't go in because of the ding threads. So I had to go back into Summit, get a tap and die set, and I bought a socket set that had 12-point socket so I could use a extension and ratchet to try to force the bolt in there. Finally get it all the way back together. And in the process of this, I told Matt that I was going to be running late. And man, I'm lucky that they held up for me a little while in the driver's meeting, because it was 12 o'clock when I left Summit. It's a 2-hour drive, and the driver's meeting was supposed to be at 1. So I had a Chris Sievert and Edgar Stiles. They said that they would pitch in the money to get everything rolling until I got there. So I was grateful for that. And I pull in the gates. They already drew. Said that we had about 30 minutes till they were going to run first round. So I rolled the truck out of the trailer, and we were on prep at XRP, so I had radials on it. So I put the slicks on it. I tried to fire it up. It won't start. I was like, man, the only thing I've messed with is the intake. So I start messing with the cam sync. I finally get it to fire up. Start swapping all the suspension, changing the tune, all that stuff for that top end race. And they were like, be ready at 3 to race. And it was 2:55, and I fired my truck up. I was going to stick it on the 2-step just to make sure everything was good. When I crank it over, it hydrolocks.
Oh,
so I got
boy.
to pull all the plugs back out, spin it over, put all the plugs back in, fire it up. All right, it's running. We're good. Yeah, not so much. So I rev it up, won't go past 2,700 RPM, Sounds like it's on a limiter, popping, banging. I'm like, well, I've changed the wideband, I've changed the map, I've changed the coolant sensors, all kinds of stuff. So I add fuel, doesn't help. Take fuel away, doesn't help. I'm like, man, what is going on? So I just held it on the wood, and my RPM would say sinking every now and then. So I was like, it's got to be the cam sync. So I loosen the cam sync back up. I turn it a little bit, starts revving up. Awesome. I jump in the truck. They had already sent the first pair down, and I was fourth pair. So I rush up there. I left it running to build some heat in the motor because it hadn't ran much. And it was like 110 degrees driving up to the starting line. Well, I get out, get dressed, go to get back in it, and it's 225 degrees. What the hell? I forgot to put water in it after we pulled the intake off.
Oh boy.
So luckily, there was a guy parked right there at the starting line that had a case of water in the back of his truck. I popped the hood and start pouring bottled water in it. And I was able to get it to cool off to 204 before my burnout. So I'm if it wasn't for that guy, if it would have stayed at 225, I would have bowed out first round, and my weekend would have been totally different. So after all that, we come back around after the first round win and cool the truck off, put more water in it because it had a big old air pocket. Notice it has a small oil leak, so we mop everything up, check everything. Everything looks good. But in the process, all this running fast, quick pace, everything, no data log. So I was like, well, I don't have any data to go off of, but it made a decent hit. So I was like, I'm not going to touch it. And that's pretty much where it was all weekend. I didn't touch it after that first pass. We felt we were, I call it my Zabo tune-up. It leaves pretty lazy and mile an hour is like a big dog on the other end. And, that's what he was known for. His car always ran real hard on the big end. And, I always looked up to that guy. So that's what I call that tune-up for that big end stuff is just leave lazy, keep it hooked, A to B, consistent. And it seemed to work Sunday, especially on that crappy surface. I mean, that surface is you gotta pull a bunch of power out to run on that.
Aston struggle's real.
Yeah, there was a couple times, when it hydrolocked, I was like, like the first time it was 12 o'clock, driver's meeting was at 1. I knew it was a 2-hour drive. I'm like, man, I just throw the towel in. But something kept telling me to keep going. And when they said that they were going to wait, I was like, all right, I'll try it. So we drive down there. When it hydrolocked, I thought about just telling them, I didn't make it. When it started overheating, thought about just pulling off to the side. So something told me keep going. And it's crazy. Some reason when I'm rushed like that, I always perform better. The truck always clicks and works right. I don't make stupid mistakes on the keyboard and try to put too much power in it. For some reason, it always works out. And I'm kind of glad that I went to XRP because otherwise I would have showed up Sunday and realized I had a problem and not been able to fix it. And, that's you got these guys that buy in the big tire, buy in the small tire, buy in the 7.0 to get that extra hit. And sometimes that extra hit and you find that little problem and it pays off in the long run. And it definitely helped me out for Sunday because the pod on Sunday was definitely a lot better than the pod on Saturday.
Yeah. So there was 24?
24 cars, I believe. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes,
and,
sir. And they had money on top also, so it was a $6,300 pot.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good payday.
Not pretty bad. Wonder why they didn't let the buggy enter it.
I think he ran unlimited.
Yeah, he ran but usually he runs in but maybe they're sticking to their guns on the steel roofing quarters and then and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
But Sievert, he went pretty. He made some rounds and
yes,
he ended up getting put out.
Yeah, I think the Camaro that ran in the 3rd or 4th round ran him the round prior to that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So the do you have to change much from going to a track to going to that service, or you just do it tuning?
My truck is pretty much set up for no prep, so really the more change I have is going to the prep. I got to put a bunch of weight on the front, change the valving and the shocks, obviously. I leave my bar angles the same, but I have different rear shocks that I put on it that have a different spring rate just to try to help the truck a little better. I was scared something was going to happen. That's the reason I didn't make. Usually, I make my buy run just to see what I can throw at it. But
Yeah.
as much work as I had to do to it, I was like, I'm not going to tear something up in the process of trying to see what I can do. The truck seemed to be working good. It was actually taking some power on the big end. It might not have ran fast, but it was mile an hour and real good. So I was like, I'm just going to leave it alone.
Yeah,
And,
after the weekend you had, you don't want to.
Yeah, we were up all night Saturday night. We got up early to make it to Arlington, and then drove the whole time. And then it was hot and sticky at Little River, so to sit there, and I didn't get to sit down until after the third round when I finally got my oil leaks fixed. I got the truck running right. I've got all the water in it finally. It was just one thing after another. So after the third round, when I drew the bye into the fourth round, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit back and relax and try to chill out a little bit, drink some water, and slow down. And, that's the whole weekend was fast paced, but, pulling up there and seeing that big old stack of cash, man, that makes it worth it. That definitely helps out for sure.
Yeah, and this Jeep right here. Oh, no, hold on. This Jeep right here surprised me too because he was rolling now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They, him and the buggy, they usually run together, and then they work on just about any surface. So if you are not paying attention, you will get outran quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Did you end up running? Well, I know y'all. Did y'all grudge or was that?
We ran second round.
Second round. That's right.
Yes,
that's
sir.
right.
Yeah, me and Sleeper. Yeah, we ran second round. It's something about going to Little River. I think that's the third time I've ran him at some point in the race at Little River. And, he's getting a handle on that truck. He's not one to take lightly either, especially on that surface.
Yeah. Oh, so what's next for you?
This weekend we'll be going to Streetcar Takeover. We got all this buzz about this dig versus roll thing. So,
yeah,
I'm kind of excited to be able to see it in person. But, my wife's been out of the driver's seat for a while. She's been testing her car, breaking her car, testing her car, breaking her car, testing her car. So we're going to try to, maybe the testing isn't the answer. Maybe we need to go stick her next to somebody and see if that helps a little bit. So we're going to take her car and see what she can do at Streetcar Takeover. I was going to take the Love too, still kind of on the fence. It's been a long time since she's raced competitively, so I know she's going to need a lot of attention. So if I take the Love, I know I'm not going to be able to give that to her. So I'll probably sit back this weekend and let her run this weekend.
Yeah, be crew chief.
Yeah, be crew chief. See if I can, stick her on the bumper again, and maybe she won't lift this time. So
that's bad on stuff.
Yeah, she's getting the hang of it now. That last time was her first time. I think she's got it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, you got any sponsors or anybody you want to name to help you
out? Guys that always help me. USA Racing Engines. I just got the motor back for both my wife's car and the Love. The Love's only been back together. This is actually the second race since I put the motor back in, and that's I was a little pissed off when it popped the intake gasket, but it's one of them things. USA Racing Engines, Joey's transmissions. He does all my transmission work. My wife, when she tore everything up, he was over here the next day. He took the transmission with him, ordered all new case and everything like that, and got her transmission back in like 2 days. I mean, it was ridiculous because she tore when she tore her car up this last time, she tore up everything from the harmonic balancer to the ring gear. Everything has been touched. So we're kind of excited to get it back together. But my transmission dude, anytime I got a problem, it'd be 2:00 in the morning. If I got a problem, I can call him up, and if he answers, he'll answer my questions. But you know how that goes. And Stubbs Racing, he built my love truck. He built my wife's car. He built my father-in-law's car. He'll be building a Blazer once he gets a slot open. I finally started putting parts back on that thing. If I can keep my wife's car together, hopefully I can have it running by the end of the year, and we'll start racing it again. And it'll be a twin turbo small block when it comes back out. So I'll be instead of with my street car playing with small tire cars, I'll actually have a small tire car playing with small tire cars. We'll see what we can get it to do. That thing always worked real good on the street.
Yeah,
Low traction surfaces, that thing excelled at. So hopefully we'll be able to do the same thing with it. I've got my father-in-law. I wouldn't have been able to make it this weekend if my father-in-law wouldn't have helped me. That was just too much work, too short a time to try to get everything apart, clean, back together, back to racing. My in-laws are pretty supportive. They watch the kid when I go up, help me between rounds, cook dinner, all that stuff where I ain't got to worry about it. So that when you're traveling 4 or 5 deep like that, it sure helps to have the extra help, turning wrenches and stuff like that. It makes everything go smoothly, as smooth as it can get, I guess.
Yeah. Well, after your weekend, you needed something.
Yeah. It's you don't have a lot of weekends like that, but it makes you appreciate when you have weekends that are smooth. That hey, that usually I'm always blowing a trailer tire out because I'm hauling ass or something stupid like that. So we actually had really good luck this weekend, and as far as that, because if that would have happened, I would have been that much later. It was I don't know. It was a rough weekend, but it sure made it worth it.
Yeah.
To finally be able to settle down, got a big old fat stack, 20s and ones. So it helps.
20 spins just easy as ones now.
Yeah, you got that right.
Either or.
Yeah, luckily they all smelled the same. I didn't have to worry about one of them being dirty.
Oh, yeah. I hate them dirty ones.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's late. I won't keep you.
Alrighty.
Congrats on your win.
I appreciate it.
As always.
I appreciate it.
And
y'all stay safe out there. I'm sure we'll see each other again here before too long.
Yes, sir. You know it. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right. Oh, and as we left Tulsa Cove, and we went straight down the Little River. Dylan, formerly Clutch Media, now he's 660 Street Media. He took some of these badass pictures here when he was awake, because believe it or not, he got a glimpse of Limpy the Machine this weekend. We put some miles in. We put some miles on it, and Heath is more of a machine than I am, but he's just crazy. He's just crazy. But yeah, I got about 3 hours sleep Friday, and I didn't go to sleep until I slept a couple hours on the way back when we swapped drivers. Because man, when that sun comes up, that's when I start getting tired. And if I got to pull over and sleep for an hour and let the sun get a little higher in the air, then I'll wake up and I'm good. But yeah, we slept a couple hours on the way back, and then we drove down to Little River, and that's Stephanie's picture of honest work. That's a good shot right there. took some of these shots right here at Little River. Tire wrinkling right there. The other Geronimo. This truck right here, that thing moved out. He was rolling. He met Aaron Lopez in the finals here, and that little rear wheel assist Civic right there, that thing gets it. That thing gets it. Of course, she had sleeper as always, but it was a good weekend. Good weekend. Not much sleep. I didn't sleep until I got home Sunday night about 11 or so. So, man, it was a good weekend. Back's still a little sore, so it is what it is. You know how this us old people are. But good weekend. Like I said, I don't know where we'll be next weekend, but we'll definitely in 2 weeks we'll be right here, 10-5 till I die, Southsaw, Oklahoma. 73 of the baddest street racers in the country will be there. Y'all need to be there if y'all want to see something special happen. It's going down. $25,000 to win. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be insane. That's about it. Don't get some shut eye and get after it in the morning. Y'all have a good night and see ya.